Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Life Uncorked. And this installment of Aging Like a Fine Wine, we highlight extraordinary and ordinary people doing incredibly wonderful things in the next stage of their life. And today we have the fabulous Tess Cacciatore. She is an award-winning director, filmmaker, best-selling author, and CEO and founder at Gwen Global. Tess, welcome.
Thank you. As you can call me Tess, or you can call me Gwen, but don't call me late for wine 30,
Oh, I will never call you late for wine.
even though we're drinking water today.
Yeah, yeah. Cheers.
Cheers to you.
So, Gwen, tell us a little bit about your story. How did you end up where you are now? And tell us a little about the road that got you there.
Wow, I know this is a short time, so I'll try to truncate it as much as possible because I have a book out that I'm actually reworking for version 2 called Homeless to the White House, which tells the entire crazy journey of my life that ranges from being at gunpoint in Congo to servicing humanitarian projects around the world. I'm the humanitarian hybrid, I guess, of a nonprofit organization and a production company. And I ride those two waves as best as I can through the surfs of life because I have a very big proponent and passion for humanitarian projects and bringing clean water and serving homeless and dealing with the healing of trauma with regard to trafficking people and all kinds of domestic violence and all that. So I'm a production company and a nonprofit organization all rolled into making social impact and making the world a better place.
And your film, you recently had some pretty major awards in tow with this film. Can you talk about that a bit?
Yeah, that was an absolute accidental divine manifestation of sorts. It was a short film called The Rescue, and it didn't start out to be a short film. It started out to be something that was a promo for the hotel industry to be able to utilize to continue educating their employee base to learn how to navigate the waters if they notice that there's something strange in their hotels, like it's someone that looks like they're trafficked. So I shot this promo video and it turned into a short film. I threw it out to the universe, and 21 awards came back. And they range from best director to best score to best short, best super short, all kinds of things. Cannes World Film Festival, um, Toronto, Berlin. The Whistleblower was one of my favorites, and that was out of Washington, D.C., which is going to help me continue the work of advocacy for trafficking and helping to change laws.
I have to ask, you mentioned being held up at gunpoint in the Congo.
Yes. I wasn't held up. I had a gun pointed at me. I was filming for a documentary of a man who was running for president of Congo. Another story, another long day, a long story, another
We'll have you
day.
back.
Yes. But basically, I was filming the presidential monument in the main town of in Kinshasa. And a military person turned around and noticed I was filming, and they came walking towards my car, which I had a driver and a translator. And he had a rifle pointed right at my head. And I said, "Oh my God." And so the translator told the driver, I think the word was vende, which is drive, drive. So we didn't get shot at, but it was enough of a shock to the nervous system to have this rifle very close to my car. I was there because I was on a journey to advocate for the plight of the girls and women and children that are raped on a daily basis because of a mineral called coltan. And if you look that up, it's the mineral that actually is the conductivity of our computers and our telephones. So coltan is very much a part of you and I speaking today. So not many people know that that's how intricate these markets and international markets are, where there are people brutally attacked on the opposite end of this because it's a very valuable mineral. So I was very passionate about that. And I went into Congo by myself and came out to tell a story.
My God, passion drives you clearly. And
Yes. A little bit of an adrenaline junkie.
but to an end of, not just like climbing mountains or skydiving, to really affect change and help and give voice to those who don't have one. And I
Absolutely.
commend you. I mean, it's inspiring, and I can't help but ask you, given the road that you've chosen and the work that you do, what inspires you to keep going and putting yourself in these positions?
What drives me is really about making my life matter.
Which is so important in our world right now to be able to, whether from experience or not, but to be able to be there and to help where and when we can. And it's changing lives every day.
I hope
You're
so. I do hear that, and that makes me very happy and makes me inspired to keep going. I'm doing some fun things too. I'm going down to Belize this coming month, and we're going to be filming a very big adventure of a Mayan culture that hadn't been exposed or adventured into for the last 200 plus years. So
Will that be in film available?
yes, we're going to be filming it. So it's going to go through an educational portal that we're launching that goes into 80,000 plus schools. And then it will be a documentary series as well that will be on a platform yet to be determined. But we're really excited because we're going to use LiDAR technology and all kinds of really cool technologies. And we're going down with this I'm going to be one of the camera people and directing. And I'm very excited about that. So there'd be a different kind of adventure,
Yeah,
adventuring through caves rather than the bush in Africa.
right. And did I hear that you just finished a children's book?
I did. So Bella Wishes is a very dear character that I created back in 2004, and I released back then version one, but very soon after that I started recreating her with my illustrator. Bella Wishes is about a belly dancing hippopotamus. It shows really fun and movement and dance for young people to get in tune with their bodies and to know that they can make right decisions about nutrition and healthy living and dancing and having fun and being, a part of having self-empowerment, but also learning how to play in teams. So we re-released I re-released that just this past month. It became a bestseller on 4 different platforms of Amazon books. And we're really excited about announcing the next layer of her becoming 3D animated
Oh,
character and
wow.
dancing and singing of all these songs that I created back in the day. So it's very early learning reading. So your
Wonderful.
baby's only a month old, so maybe a little too early, but
Well, I have a 2.5-year-old granddaughter as well, and it was
oh,
perfect.
she'll love Bella.
Yes, yes.
I'll have to send you a book.
You're a film producer, you're a writer. How do you want to be remembered?
I think how it all encapsulates is I'm a storyteller. I
Mm.
love the story. I love finding deep down into the core of people that I interview or I talk to or I do stories on what makes them tick, what's their story, how do they reveal the heel. So anything, I can find a story in anything. So when I write music, it's a story. When I do a short film, it's a story. When I write a poem, it's a story. Anything that I do in that creative film, I think the core of it is the storytelling and how we can all have the bravery and courage to tell our stories.
And you do encourage. You are an incredibly nurturing woman to all of us who know you. And
Oh, thank you.
I think when you have that kind of support system behind you, especially the people that whose lives you're touching, who have so many challenges, when with you at the helm, they truly have compassion and that resonates throughout all that you do.
Oh, thank you. That means the world.
Well, on a much lighter note, what's your favorite wine?
So I'm a foodie. I love to cook. You and I've talked about this before.
Mhm.
So my favorite Chardonnay would be the rich, buttery oaky. You and I talked about that as well. I love the full bodies, the old vine Zinfandels and the
Yes.
Cabernets that have to go into that world of red sauces and stews and things like that in the cold winter months. It depends on the time of day and what I'm doing. I love the culture of wine and tasting and smelling and absorbing and the bubbles of Prosecco. And I've gotten into a new little thing that you might like, lavender syrup. You can get it on Amazon and
Lavender syrup.
lavender syrup. So
Okay.
we served at our Gwen Luminary Awards this past week, past month. We served a lavender-infused Prosecco and had a beautiful sprig of lavender on top of it. It was really
Oh,
beautiful and
oh,
it
that
tastes
sounds
really good.
divine.
Yeah, and then I've also infused lavender inside of a tequila and lemonade with tequila or vodka, not together. Separate day, separate cocktail.
Yeah.
And when I say infused, you just put like a little cap full
Yeah.
into it and then shake it in a martini shaker and then pour it out into your glass.
Okay.
So it's a refreshing cocktail. And then the wine and the Prosecco, the lavender infused there.
And the lavender with Prosecco sounds absolutely like maybe trouble ahead.
It's a little troubling, I'm teasing you, but it's
Yeah.
really delicious.
Well
It
worth
just
it.
because my new found little cocktail infuser or Prosecco infuser.
Well, that sounds awesome. What's next for you?
Well, I'm going to be doing some more social media and bringing Bella more to life because there's music involved with that. I'm going to Belize on May 1st for 9 days to shoot the beginning adventure of the Mayans, and I am doing the Homeless to the White House rewrite. And in the parallel universe, I'm writing another book that kind of is the extension of Homeless to the White House. And just all kinds of wonderful things. We're doing a lot of work at the Hollywood Women's Club right
And
here in
tell
Hollywood. So
us
we're doing
about
a lot of
that.
events.
Tell us about the Hollywood.
So I'm really excited about doing a summer camp there the last 2 weeks of June, and it's going to be ages 9 to 17. And it's going to be a mashup creative camp. So it's going to be fun where people are going to be able to explore their different creative sides, whether it's through rhythm or music or dance or spoken word. And so I'm just finishing the touches on it, and we're going to start promoting it next week. So I'm really excited about that.
That is exciting. That sounds fabulous.
Yeah, I love being engaged with that youthful energy and
Mhm.
the brains and the creativity and being able to let them explore and heal because there's a lot of healing that needs to go on in the world. And so I'm really excited to get this camp off the ground.
You have so much on your plate, and we all look forward to sharing with you as you head out on this journey of yours. And I know you'll
Thank
keep us
you.
posted, and in turn, we will keep you all posted out there with Tessa's developments. And definitely when the new book comes out, let us know.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm so glad you came on today. Thank you so
I'm
much.
so grateful. I know we've been trying to get this date together for quite a while, but
You're a
I know
little
you're
bit
going to
busy.
just
Just
you are as well. And I'm praying that you enjoy your beautiful horses this afternoon and then end with a nice glass of wine. And
um,
I'll be toasting you at happy hour this evening.
I
I'm
will
actually going to
feel
be
my
on a
toast.
call with a bunch of women that we developed this group during COVID. So I'll tell about
Oh,
today
fun.
and tell them about your beautiful podcast and all the things that you and Karen are doing.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And thank you all for being out there and listening and following us on our little journey of life uncorked. Until next time, I'm Mel Greenberg. Ciao.